Hello there everyone, this is I Am Mark 3 and welcome back to Dead Space, where I have no health. Well, I'm at half health, but that's not very good. I'm okay for ammo, but that's the only thing I've got, really, like ammo. I'm having some buyer's remorse as far as the flamethrower is concerned. I should have invested in a power node instead to boost my plasma cutter. Oh well, what's done is done. But yeah, I've just been looking at the map to figure out where I'm going. And I need to go downwards and to the right. Also, I could have looked at this before coming into the room and seen, oh look, there's a stasis point in there. That would have been a smart thing to do. So needless to say, I didn't do it. Okay. Right. And the shiny thing ahead of me is the thermites that I require. So, first things first, let's go looting, because we need to find us some pretty supplies. Ah! Ammo. Excellente. And more flame ammo. Yes, please. I like how he's acting like he's ejecting the thing. Ejecting the fuel canister, but he's not. He shakes it and then he taps the bottom of it. I think that might be because it's not actually spent. So he's got the magic touch, he just taps the bottom of it and it reloads itself. Okay, let's see. That's right in there. Watch the vents. Already knew that. Already knew that. Failed miserably at it, but I did know it, so that's okay. Still, we can explore the lower section here, and then the place we want to go is this way to the biolab. There's a couple of other rooms down here, though. But, so, you know, there's probably going to be some stuff in here. Okay, first place, we have an office, which is looking a bit run down. There's also some plasma, energy, and some flamer fuel. So, good. Oh, come on. Take you. Thank you. Right. There's also a box. With more plasma. Excellent. But there's nothing really of interest in here, except for... Why is there a 3-seat couch in here? The layout confuses me a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure why there's a 3-seat couch there, and the desk has got its seats on that side, unless the seat can be moved. Can it be moved? No, it's attached to the floor. I'm not sure about the layout of that. I don't know why that was... I don't know. Look at me, I'm an interior designer. Credits. Also a body, which I'm just going to stamp on. Yep, you're one of the few ones I actually managed to kill properly, so I'm desecrating your corpse anyway. This entire place is like laid out, just kind of. Yes, hello, wavy one. I'm not going to bring a blade with me, I think. That was just slowing me down. It's good to have, don't get me wrong, but it was just slowing me down as I went. What's that say? Chris, beware the moving grey bag. It's alive. I don't know why that was doing that. Also, we've got toilets here with some flamer fuel in front of one of the things. No, nothing else of interest in here, it looks like, except for this, which is an audio log. Okay.
I finally convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious. Breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kyne so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the colony.
Well, I can understand the science side of it, but the believer side of it, yeah. I almost said silentology, but it's not. It's unitology, actually. Oh, we've got a video log as well. Join us in paradise. This is the unitology thing. It's like all things come together as one. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. Wait, that's a... Oh. Why is that... Why is... I don't get it. Unless, is it just like a really badly hidden secret? Oh, yeah, it's a badly hidden secret. There's actually a small room in back here. Okay. I was just staring at it thinking, does that open onto the corridor? Which it does not, so...
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor. Terrence. There will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
Well, that's what worries me.
It changes many things. Yeah, the captain was definitely letting faith cloud his judgment a bit there. That's generally a bad sign as far as... and plasma. If you're in a leadership role like that, it's usually better not to let belief in a concept colour your judgment. I don't know. Actually, there's no good way to put that, is there? But whoever had this place, the doctor here, clearly very enthusiastic about his work. Reminds me of home, actually. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's a little statue of the marker there. And we've got some text log as well, so let's grab that. But that's the thing. Actually, it's wrong to say the leader shouldn't let faith, yada yada, colour it. But it's like, so the captain, though, the unitology thing is real. The problem I take with it is that he's excluding other viewpoints. So I think zeal is probably the better term for it, isn't it? Zeal, yeah. Okay, anyway, personal log. The vidlogs on the colony are poor quality, but the artifact does indeed appear to be a genuine marker. The first to be found in unitology's 200-year history. I'm eager to get it on board the ship so I can study it properly. The potential here is enormous, not just for me personally, though it's true I've dreamed of such a discovery for decades, but also to humanity and the Church of Unitology in particular. The marker could herald the dawn of a new age for mankind, and I will do my part to ensure it comes to pass. I know the Church will be grateful, but the true recognition will come from all of humanity. On this day, we are blessed. We are blessed indeed. We have interesting times afoot. Look around us at this contagion, at the at humans growing together, unified in purpose, in spirit. Truly, this is a wonder that we must strive to emulate. Or not. No. If this is like, this isn't really a fate I'd want, really. I don't think. Also, yes, I am bringing this thing with me. Okay, Biolab, we have a save point here, so let's make sure we're stocked up. Lots of ammo. What concerns me, though, is the lack of health packs. Now, if I recall... Right. Okay, so we've got... this is necromorph things. I'm not sure what this one's about. I think this is like an intermediate stage, like... Although Windows so messed up. There's like an intermediate stage on the right. It's like part and part, but the one on the left is... Was it a pregnant, if I recall? Either way, it is actually a type we've not come across yet in this playthrough. So, but very bloated, very hefty build, arms very long all the way down to the floor. So it doesn't match any of the things we've come up with so far. So, pretty sure that's a pregnant. I'm probably misremembering the name or something though. Just save it though, because we are about to take things up a gear, if I recall correctly. No God, no fear. No God, no fear. Oh, I see what you did there. No God, no fear. No God, no fear. I believe in Raptor Jesus on high. Okay, right, here we go. Into the biolabs. And the lighting is turned green. Biological Prosthetic Center. We keep you working. Attention, in case of emergency, proceed to hospital wing of medical deck. The BPC is for stabilized injuries only. And I don't know if you can see it on the resolution of the video, but this guy is actually had his arm injured because it's actually stitched on right up there on the bicep. So it looks like this guy lost his arm doing something and has had a replacement attached to it. So I think this is actually a cloning lab or something like that. Or at least it does stuff like that here. The problem is though that I actually forgot for a moment there, but we're going to take things up another gear in a different manner to the one I was thinking of. Hello.
Come on! Let me out!
Yeah. And that, by the way, this is a human baby. A human baby. So that gives me an introduction to this particular strain. I was actually expecting that guy in the Zero-G chamber. Might have got it in the Zero-G chamber if I'd gone there first, so that makes me think I'm actually misremembering what's where. Which is great, because it means I've forgot enough to be surprised where it comes. So, it's only going to go one gear, not two gears at this moment in time. If that makes any sense. Probably not. Anyway, yeah, this is the cloning lab. Yep. And I should make it clear though, this is not like artificial wombs, like... Well, it is artificial wombs, but they're not breeding humans here. Well, they are, but these babies are not being gestated to term to then go ahead and be let out into the world and grow up into normal, healthy, happy people. But, get off me. No, I don't have the health for this. Go away. Give me out the park. Okay, sure. Oh, he dropped a health kit. Well, it dropped a health kit. Good. I needed that. But anyway, these guys are not being grown to term and then let out to live as natural, happy, healthy humans. No. These guys are actually here as, if I believe it's as raw material. So this is raw material for cloning. Stem cells, in particular. Though it's also like, if you need a limb or something, then it's like these babies provide the raw material for it. So that's what this entire area is about. Babies. Lots and lots of blank template baby, probably clones, that are used to help restore injuries to able-bodied people working as crew for the issue. There you are. Hello. My teleportation sucks. Ooh. Okay, I dodged that. Oh, there's another one. Show me where I want to hit you, please. Come on. Come, little baby. I want to shoot you. Little baby. There we go. I'm shooting babies and enjoying it. Sorry, I'm shooting blank little mutated baby clones. That makes it so much better, doesn't it? No, not really. Then again, it's like it's a moral ambiguity kind of thing, you know? It's like this could be a massive advance for medical science. Cloning could lead this way. Like I think that's a spare spine for somebody. These are like parts of arms and things as well. That was moving, I think, because the necromorphs are getting into it a little bit, corrupting it. But in doing so, you're treating these, what are essentially humans, human life, as a raw material, like as a resource. And given how resource-starved the world of Dead Space is, that is actually quite likely. So these are not humans. These are spare parts, effectively. So you know, it's up to you if you think that's right or wrong or something like that. But I'll take this power node. There we go. It's just like it'd be much. I think it'd be much more ethically acceptable if it wasn't.
All right, that thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Sorry. I think it'd be morally acceptable, well, easier to justify. Actually, there wouldn't be any justification. If you could, like, do flash cloning kind of thing, like you could say, I want to grow this arm, but you're not growing the rest of it, so it doesn't become a human life. The fact they're doing this with, like, actual embryos and fetuses just, like, stored until needed is a bit more of a grey kind of approach to it, but it's a less caring kind of approach, but it might be more effective as far as it being a medical, sciencey, approachy kind of thing is concerned. And I know that's all technical mumbo jumbo, isn't it? But yeah. Basically, this could be a very useful thing, and this might be the future as well. But there are questions that will need to be answered. Yes, I heard you. Oh, you've got armored legs, right? Okay. Shoot it. Oh, shit. Ow! No. No. Help! Yeah. There we go, first death of the run. Okay. I was trying to fire, but I think I ran out of plasma ammo because I was clicking and it just wasn't reloading. So I think I actually burned through all my ammo with the babies. As you do. Where's that put me back to? That's put me back to... That's put me back to... Actually, not very far. Back to where I picked up the thermite. That's actually good. Okay, let's actually see what's going on. No, I had plenty of ammo. Weird. Okay. But yeah, anyway. I can very easily see something like this lab wrapping up my futurist tech babble rambling kind of thing. I can very easily see this kind of lab becoming a thing in the future. But society will have to decide how far and what's ethical. I'm getting mixed up there. How far ethics will allow things to proceed. Okay. I'm going to do something sneaky. I'm going to go back through here. Hello. How are you? Come and get me. There we go. Yep, that's an efficient way to do it. The moment the stasis wore on the door, they just exploded. Right. Well, it's an environmental hazard, might as well use it. So, no, that's sure, that's fine. Flamer fuel and credits. Thank you. That's for killing me last time. But hey, it's 2 dead necromorphs, and I did it with no ammo. So yeah. Someday science will reach this kind of thing. And then we'll have to decide. Until then, all we can do is theorize about it. Just like we've got this theory that the humanity is going to be wiped out by the undead necromorph plague. So, anyway, I have still got a very worrying lack of health kits, which is kind of bad. I've got another gold circuit board, there is that, I suppose. I've got a stasis pack, which is potentially useful. I need to decide a loadout. Right. Let's get myself sorted out by selling off that. Yes, I've got 3 nodes. I could upgrade my plasma cutter. I think restocking on health is probably a bit more of an important thing, though. The problem is that that's like 2,000 per health kit, and I need 1 at least already to get back to full health. I've got a bunch of ammo in reserve. I've got the flamer fuel, I've got the stasis pack. You never know when you're going to need a stasis pack, especially since you don't recharge in this game. You do on all following Dead Space games, but not in this one. So, admittedly you recharge slowly, but you still recharge. Stasis pack is the only way to get it away from a stasis point, so that. I'm tempted to try and sell the flamethrower, actually, but I've got a fair bit of ammo building up for that now. I've got some ammo, not quite happy with that. I'm just going to buy some small med kits. 3? I need to use 1 straight away to recover my health. Let's make it 5. Yeah, 5 small health kits. That means I'm carrying 4 with me. Let's pop 1 immediately. There we go. Right, inventory space. That means I've got 1 rack here, 4 health, 1 stasis, 2.5 stacks of ammo. That's actually plentiful. I'm actually going to store half a stack of that. This is something I learned, by the way, doing with how many times I played this game on Xbox, especially when I was playing like max difficulty. It's like every time I reached the potential point to do this, I would restock to a fixed amount. Any excess stuff would be dumped into storage, and then I'd sort that out afterwards. It's been so long since I've done it though, I forget what my levels were. I'm just going to stash that though. But I think it was like 2 stacks of ammo for the plasma cutter, and then maybe a stack for a secondary weapon, which I think I've got here with a 150 for my flamer, because that's like 1 reload, roughly. Then I've got, the rest would be like a row of my inventory for health and stuff. So I've got 4 small med packs, that's enough to restore my entire health bar once over. And I've got a stasis pack, so I can do an emergency recharge on my stasis if I absolutely require it. If I think to do it. You know, a bit iffy on that one, but better to have it than not. The only problem is, that leaves me with very little for loot. Like, any extra ammo pickup, semiconductors, schematics, whatever I find. But that does give me 5 slots still to do that. 5 slots. No, if I recall, I need 3 nodes to get anything worthwhile, so I don't quite have enough nodes because I decided to replan on health instead. But that's still good. Health is good. So, anyway, bomb time. Here we go. Use the bomb. I would have stepped back personally, but that went off straight away apparently. Rather than carrying, I'd have like jumped away from it or something. I think that's been there the whole time. Whoops. I'm going to throw that in the inventory as well, jeez. Oh well, it's a couple of extra shots though, so... There we go. Oh, I accidentally moved the flame fuel. Oops. Alright. There is another trick though, which is quite nice, which is if you get... a good way to get money is if you carry around like the most expensive...
Okay, you're through. Should be clear from there to the morgue. Remember, the codes are on the captain's body.
Yep, this is where it's going to... When I get there, it's going to go up a notch again. Here we go. Welcome to the USG Ishimura Clinic. Healing away from home. Also, a video log. Yeah, I'll continue in a moment. Here we go.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan transmitting ship-wide. We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening. These wounds, we are not equipped to deal with this. Get him to the table. Hold him. Nurse, you hold him down. Christ. And record it.
That was Nicole, right? I can't tell from here when that log was made. I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
That was Isaac's girlfriend or wife, I forget which. But that's the lady that we're here to find, basically. Okay, let's continue. Anyway, it's a good money-making technique if you're confident with the plasma cutter, which I am. Honestly, the plasma cutter can see you through this entire game by itself. It's not the most... Well, it's very flexible. It doesn't do the best in any regard for the most part. But it's like... It's a premier weapon. But there is a money-making trick you can use with it. And that is to have a second weapon equipped. In this case, Flamer. Just get a really good one. There's a weapon further in called a force gun, I think it is. And it's like a very powerful charging up beam weapon kind of thing. Well, beam it's actually like a massive kinetic blast, more accurately. But you get like 1 ammo a pop, and it's really expensive. So the idea is you'd have your plasma cutter, which you'd use as your workhorse, do all your stuff with that, and you'd have the other gun in your inventory, and only that. And then, because you get ammo randomly spawning for any weapon you've got equipped, in addition to like some which are always this, that, or the other, you get ammo for the weapon that you weren't using. So you get force gun ammo, and then just sell it, and you get money for that. So, oop. Yeah, should have seen that one coming. Hello. Oh, hello. A line gun would be actually really nice here. Or a chainsaw. That would be nice. There we go. Right, because I was a bit close to them, so I was struggling to do it. It'd be better if they were further away. Then I could just try to cut all 3 tentacles at once with that, with the plasma blasts. But that's one of the reasons the plasma cutter is such a flexible weapon. It's like it's a cutter, so it's good at dismembering stuff. That's really what it's really. Why they tell you that at the very start of the game? It's like a really solid weapon, especially as you start to upgrade it and it gets more powerful. Which is part of the reason why part of me regrets buying the flamethrower. There's some line ammo there, line racks. It's just like extra stuff to sell for money. Yay! But yeah, this place is such a mess. Oxygen recharge. Storage room, always nice. because I just want to get some stuff. And it's all flamer fuel. Yeah, if I wasn't actually planning to use my flamethrower, I could actually sell the flamer fuel and get some money that way. Depending on resale value. Like, is flamer fuel more valuable than plasma ammo? But plasma ammo is what I want to be using, so, you know, it's like it separates it into a separate money source. More flamer fuel. Right. But this place is a wreck. All I know is I would not want to be treated in a room in this state. Every time I've been to the hospital, it's been slightly better than this. So sadly, with that piece of sage wisdom, yeah, look at this. That fight burned up quite a bit of plasma ammo, actually. That's why I restocked to 2. It gives me a reserve in case I have to use up a whole bunch. But I've got some line racks which I can sell for like 1,000 credits, straight back. And I've got a whole bunch of extra flamer fuel which I can sell as well. So, you know, good stuff. But yeah, with that, I'm afraid I have to end it there. So, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this little trip through Dead Space, and that oh, look at the blood splatter on that. And I hope you're okay with the camera work going on. Still feels a bit odd having the camera around, but that's why I stopped doing it for a while. You know, get a bit of a break from it. I don't know. But yeah, see you all later.